A cool change is moving across southeastern Australia today, but ahead of that change we are still likely to see some dangerous weather conditions, including elevated fire dangers, strong and gusty winds and potentially severe thunderstorms. Let me take you through an update on what we can expect from that cool change today. Taking a look first of all at our satellite imagery, we can see a band of cloud attached to the cold front. The cold front brushed parts of southern and South Australia early this morning, including the Eyre Peninsula and Kangaroo Island, and as of 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, made its way through the Adelaide metro area, with winds shifting around from a northerly to a much cooler southerly. Today, we are likely to see very hot conditions pushing through the rest of the southeast ahead of this change. Adelaide did reach a maximum temperature of about 29 degrees at 8 o'clock this morning, but now that southerly's come through, we're expecting milder conditions for the rest of the day. However, the same can't be said for Victoria and Tasmania. In Victoria, those temperatures are still expected to reach the mid to high 30s in many areas, including 36 in the Melbourne CBD, and even in Tasmania, Hobart is forecast to see a top of 32 degrees today. The hot weather combined with windy conditions ahead of the front is driving elevated fire danger ratings. We've got high fire dangers through parts of central and southeast South Australia, much of Victoria, Tasmania, and even parts of southeast New South Wales, including the ACT. But it's the orange areas on this map that we really need to watch for. Those show us the extreme fire danger ratings. And for Victoria, that includes the Wimmera and Southwest districts, the North Central and Central districts, and West and South Gippsland. It's those areas which may see the most dangerous fire weather conditions through the course of today as this front moves through. Now, as mentioned, the cold front has already made its way through the Adelaide area. We are likely to see it clearing southeast South Australia and moving into southwestern Victoria through the middle part of today, likely reaching Warrnambool or so by about 1 or 2 p.m. From there, we're likely to see it reaching Horsham by about 3 or 4 p.m, the Geelong area by around 4 or 5 p.m, and eventually making its way towards the Melbourne metro area by 5 or 6 p.m. tonight. Winds are likely to get quite strong and gusty ahead of and with this change, shifting around from those hot northwesterlies to the much milder west to southwesterlies. As we move later in the evening, we'll see the cold front making its way across Gippsland, bringing that cooler change to those far eastern parts of Victoria in the overnight period. Now, we will see some showers and thunderstorms moving through with this cold front. Generally, rainfall totals will be low to locally moderate, but thunderstorms could bring us some higher rainfall totals. Taking a look at today's updated thunderstorm forecast map, we can see that storms are possible across much of central and southeast South Australia, much of western and central Victoria, and throughout Tasmania. Now, for many of these areas, non-severe thunderstorms are what we're expecting, but where we see yellow on this map, that's where we could see potentially severe thunderstorms. Today, they have the risk of bringing damaging wind gusts and locally heavy falls. And as we can see from our map, that does include parts of the Melbourne metro area through the course of today. Those storms are most likely as this change moves through later this afternoon or early this evening. In the meantime, though, we could even see showers bringing us gusty winds at times, so it is a good idea to keep an eye on the radar throughout the course of the day. Now, as always, you can find the latest forecasts and warnings via the Bureau's website, the BOM Weather app and via our social media, so you can keep yourself as up to date as possible. Stay safe and we'll catch you next time.